So a lady asks, I want to marry a non-Muslim man who doesn't believe in God. What does this mean for me? And there's really no easy way for me to answer this, that it means that you are most likely not going to be able to marry him. And the reason is not necessarily the belief in God, even though I know that sounds strange, but it's part of a larger concept, which is that the Sharia does not allow cross religious marriages, really for both men and women. And I know people might think that that's strange. Oh, we thought that women can't marry non-Muslim men, but men can't. But technically speaking, and I don't want to necessarily get into it in this clip, but if you examine it, the scholars that have examined this issue, they have found that actually the conditions for marrying outside of the faith no longer really exist for men either. So, and I know that people think that this is very unliberal to say, but I didn't make Islam up. I learned it as everyone, as all of us did, and I'm trying to pass it along the way I received it. In other words, it's not mine, it's not my ownership. And this is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us. Now, the Prophet ﷺ has addressed something similar to this, in which he says in a hadith, even though there's some weakness in it, but it's a great teaching hadith, Man ashiqa fa'affa فَكَتَمَ فَمَاتَ مَاتَ شَهِيدًا. Whoever loves somebody but intensely. Ishq is like an intense form of love. It's much more than hub, much more than regular love. Whoever intensely loves and acts appropriately, morally, according to this love, meaning that they do not violate the Sharia in this, and they hide this love, they keep it to themselves, and they die on that state, they die the death of a martyr, meaning they receive the reward of a martyr. So sometimes we can't always have what we love. And this is what the Prophet ﷺ was trying to teach us. And in this case, it's as difficult as this answer might sound, we need to remind ourselves that in the context of faith, it's not just the physical, material world that we're concerned with. We're also concerned in something called the hereafter. We're also concerned with spirituality. We're also concerned with metaphysics. And we understand that this world is a temporary passage into the next life. If you believe in that, if you're a believer, then you can sort of start to place this hadith and this answer in that context. If you're only focused on this life, then you're going to find my answer to be ludicrous. What are you talking about? What kind of answer is that? So I want us to think that, understand that my answer, or what I'm saying, it's not really mine, or what the Sharia is saying, is coming from a different perspective, which is we have an eye on this world, but we also have an eye on the hereafter. We acknowledge that not everything I want to do, not everything that I love, I can have and I can get. And unfortunately, this is not necessarily what the dominant culture sort of pushes on us. And we're kind of pushed to be, you can have whatever you want, why not, just do it, you can have everything, so et cetera, et cetera. And the real answer is no, you can't, I can't have every single thing that I want. I can strive and I can work hard, but I have to be content with what I have been given. And this is where belief and faith come in. So I hope the person asking the question or anyone watching this will take that into consideration. Wallahu a'lam.